Tonight on Billion Dollar Buyer.
The name of the game is to stay in business.
I'm bringing my buying power to the Big Easy, where I'll push two small businesses to make some hard decisions.
You are going out of business if you don't move hard.
A cosmetic maker who needs to let go her caution and start taking risks.
I don't see this company growing until you do something.
A cutting-edge sculptor who needs to let go his pride and start making sales.
If I sell this for that much, that's a death sentence forever.
You are wrong, you are wrong.
If they take the leap, I'll lift them to new heights.
There is no comparison. I guess I have to kiss it.
But if they can't get it done,
I would be scared to do business with you.
they might as well call it a day.
You are screwed up.
My name is Tillman Fertitta, and I turned a single Texas seafood house into a $3 billion empire.
Ask me anything about my business. Anything. I'll know it all.
Restaurants, hotels, casinos. Today, I own them all.
Let's take this to the next level.
But to stay on top, I've got to offer my customers the best products on the market.
Don't have a special company here.
Lucky for me, I've got some serious buying power.
I spend about $1 million a year just on sheets.
Each week, I'll meet with two small suppliers.
I think what y'all done here is great. I would love to help you grow your business.
And if I think they can deliver,
You might have the lowest cost of sales of any company I've ever ran into.
I'll place an order that could change their lives forever.
I'm not going to let you fail. I'm going to set you up for success.
This is Billion Dollar Buyer.
So let me ask you something. Every time I walk into my house, I see a little bag on the table with a bunch of cosmetics in it from my daughter Blaine. Is that every girl?
You know, there's something you need every single month, and then you go in to get something you need, and you get something impulsively too.
Of the $100 million in retail sales I do every year, only $500,000 comes from cosmetics. And if the money my daughter spends is any indication, we should be doing much better.
We need to get a bigger piece of that cosmetic market.
We heard about a new lipstick made by this tiny company out of New Orleans. Apparently it goes on smoother and stays on longer than anything else. Now, I'm definitely no expert, but if my customers love it, I could end up buying a whole lot.
I need some of that money back that my daughter's spending.
Definitely, we can work on that.
I think we got like 25 orders last night.
Yay!
I know.
That's exciting.
My name is Caitlin Piku, and I am owner and creator of Kismet Cosmetics. Women love our liquid lipsticks because they last a long time and they're moisturizing. All of our products are cruelty-free and USA made. I think this looks good on you.
I started out as a customer and now I work for Caitlin part-time. I'm a single mom, so working for Caitlin full-time would be a real blessing for me.
Right now, I can't afford to bring her on, but I'm hoping to find the funding for her. I started doing product development and hair care many years ago. My father was a big influence. He was a local businessman here. We always talked about different brand ideas for me to start. Unfortunately, he passed away before I was able to do that. It was the most difficult thing I've ever been through and had to deal with. He taught me how to be a good person, and he taught me just don't give up and, you know, be confident in yourself. And I know, crying now. I think I've been through so much that after it happened, I decided I'm going to just start my own line, launch one product, and see if it actually takes hold. And it did.
This is a liquid lipstick. It goes on like a gloss, but it's going to set like a lipstick.
Hey, girl.
Hi, how are you?
I know I'm in the right place because I'm the only guy here. So y'all just decided to have a little pop-up today, I see.
It's a good way to get your name out there.
So this is your business.
Yes, I built this from the ground up. And she started helping me out here and there, and I guess the rest is history.
This is really great. I love your marketing. You know, the coloring and the packaging is great.
Yeah.
So tell me about your liquid lipsticks. I'm hearing so much about them.
Talk to anybody who uses it, and they can tell you the benefits of how long the lipsticks last and how moisturizing they are.
So you're telling me the women who use normal lipstick and they're putting it on every hour, you wouldn't have to do that?
No.
I apply mine twice a day. I was a customer first.
So Brittany, what do you do exactly?
I only work for Caitlin part-time, but I test products, talk to boutiques like this, and sell her products.
So why is Brittany only part-time?
Well, she's a single mom, and I don't want to bring her on and then not be able to afford to pay her.
Okay, so what happens if you go down with the flu for 2 weeks? You can't get out of bed?
I don't ever do that. I'll get out of bed.
So,
I've actually gone on vacation and brought this shipping stuff with me and go to FedEx every single day.
You know what that tells me, though?
Yeah.
You've never had a big order.
Right.
Okay. How long has this company been in existence?
Since 2013.
And last year, what did you do in sales?
55,000
What did you do the year before?
and 28,000.
Where do you see this going?
You know, I'm not quite sure.
So what's your 5-year plan?
Number-wise, I'm not sure for 5 years. I'd like to be at $500,000. That'd be great.
Have you done a business plan, or you just kind of, oh, whatever happens, happens?
I haven't done a business plan.
You need to do a business plan. Because how do you know if you're ahead of schedule or behind schedule?
Right.
We all can make up goals in our lives, but have a plan. What is your average outlet that you're in right now by? Do you know?
Yeah, it's about $400 a month.
So about $5,000 a year.
Yeah, we have 11 wholesale locations right now.
Caitlin says she wants to hit $500,000 in sales in 5 years, but I'm not sure she realizes what it'll take to get there. Right now, she's doing about $55,000 a year, 11 wholesale accounts at $5,000 apiece. So reaching her goal of $500,000 will require 100 wholesale accounts, meaning she needs to just about double the number of outlets she's in every year for the next 4 years. And if she thinks she can make those sales all by her lonesome, she's got another thing coming. She needs help, full-time help.
Are you really trying to grow this business?
Yeah, I am. I think I've been just kind of overwhelmed with the sales side of it, which is harder for me to do.
So how many hours a week is Brittany able to help you?
It's like maybe a couple nights a week.
That's it?
That's it.
But if you had the ability to hire her for 40 hours a week...
It's just a lot of pressure on me. And that's what I always tell her, like, when I can afford it. You know, I will hire you when I can.
You need sales. It takes people.
My dad had helped me a lot and taught me a lot about business. He was a businessman. Unfortunately, whenever I started this, he had already passed away.
What kind of businesses did he do?
He used to be the president of a bank.
Okay, so that's where your entrepreneurial side comes from. How old was your dad when you lost him?
57.
What happened?
He was looking at investment property here in New Orleans East, and he was robbed and shot.
You just overwhelmed me just now.
Yeah, I know. You don't think it would ever happen to you.
So, do you feel like that inspired you to...
Oh, definitely. To like go after my dreams and just say, life is way too short and it can end any day.
Well, you got to feel really good, and I bet you he'd be really proud of you today, because, but I think you're just on your way. I would like you to come set up a pop-up. My closest casino is the Golden Nugget in Biloxi. I want to match you up against another national brand, and let's just see what people say. I need to see what people really think of this product.
Okay, sounds good.
So this is going to be that new lobby bar space that we've been talking to the architects about.
You know what I want here, though? I want some type of a colored glass, something that you can see through, but I want a design in it. Find a glass guy that can do something special for right here. Every year, I spend about $500,000 on artwork across all my properties. Painting, sculptures, you name it. But this hotel I'm building, the Post Oak, it's going to be the finest the city of Houston's ever seen. So I want to put something special in the lobby, a real conversation piece.
I've heard about this guy in New Orleans. He does these glass sculptures. I've heard unbelievable things. Maybe we should go see him.
Set it up and I'll go by and see him.
Yep, that sounds great.
Hey, another day.
I'm the owner of the V2 Gallery in New Orleans. The centerpieces of my collection are 5 monumental glass sculptures, and there is nothing else like it on the planet.
I'm Jed's wife. I'm his #1 cheerleader. And I've also been the model of all the female glass sculptures.
Hey, you want me to scan you? 5 years ago, I started having these dreams of human forms made of floating ribbons. And she said, why don't you try to make something that approximates that dream?
So I really almost pushed him off the cliff to do it.
After having worked 25 years as a software consultant, I decided it's finally time to actually take a chance.
And hence the name of it, V2 for version 2.
Just V2 of myself.
Of himself.
I think that's a good scan.
You can see the ruffles of the dress as well.
All of them begin with live subject 3D photography. I photograph them from every angle. The result of that are 3-dimensional scans that I can manipulate on the computer. Once I'm done with that computer modeling, I rely on 6 high-end fabricators who will cut the scans out of glass. Then I assemble it with a stand. I go from art and design to 100% build at full risk. There can be no mistakes. This business, like any, can only go on so long without becoming profitable. I have sold 1 glass sculpture. I have not paid myself in 4 years. There is nothing more important to the business at this point than sales.
He's got literally all of his financial stake in this business.
I have months left. That's it.
We will have to close the gallery.
1 sale to Tillman would absolutely save my business. take a look, the other woman in the edge of the glass is pretty clear there. Can I give you all a card? Mr. Fertitta. So nice to
Jed?
meet you. I'm Jed.
Hey,
Absolute
Jed.
pleasure to meet you.
I'm Tillman, Sophie.
Sophia Moore, I'm
Well,
Jed's
it's such a
wife.
pleasure. What a good-looking gallery.
Oh, thank
I
you.
mean, this isn't you, is it?
It is. She's my muse.
Do you notice that?
I thought it was you 100% as soon
Did
as
you
I saw
really?
it. It's so dimensional. It's definitely unique.
They give you a perspective of a person that seems like something you could actually touch. But from the side, they give you an alternate perspective that is non-physical. It is light. You can see her face from over here. In the edge of the glass, the abstract art is making this form of light. So when the gallery is flooded with an awful lot of natural light, this woman disappears, and all you see is this woman.
Okay.
But in front of a window at night, it reverses. This woman becomes a dominant one.
Okay, I want to
She's
see the
pure
dominant
light.
woman right now. I need some
You
dominant
know some
women.
dominance?
Oh, wow. This is what makes it special. This is the uniqueness.
Yes.
Amazing.
That is. How in the hell did you figure this out?
While I had my regular full-time job, I did this evenings and weekends for fun because I loved it.
Now, what did you do before this?
I was a biotech software consultant for 25 years.
So that gives you a lot of practice.
Yes, it does. I'm a nerd and a geek, and I love science and tech, and this is art from a geek.
I want to know what this cost you to make.
It's 50 grand.
How many pieces have you made?
5.
And how many have you sold?
1.
You've made 5 and you've only sold 1
That is correct.
in 4 years?
That is correct. The couple that purchased this first piece up here, their philanthropic act for me as an artist was to acquire this piece and give me the $225,000 to continue my business and make more art. This piece never left the studio. It is available on consignment.
You've sold 1 piece and it's never even left the studio.
That is correct. Without their help, I would not have made it this far, and I would have had to close my store more than a year ago.
So what is the problem here? What are you trying to sell this one for?
$225,000.
So if somebody walked in off the street and said, I want to buy that, can I get a discount? What would you sell it to them for?
I have to honor the investment of the philanthropists. So if I undermine the value of the first one, then I'm degrading the value of their investment in me, in my business, and my art.
I'm hearing one of the most,
Just say it.
I'm just going to say it, one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in business. Coming up, I don't see this company growing. I would be scared to do business with you. You are going out of business. You need a sale. You are screwed up, okay? You are screwed up.
I have to honor the investment of the philanthropists. So if I undermine the value of the first one, then I'm degrading the value of their investment.
I'm hearing one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in business. We're letting whatever this first piece sold dictate the cost of all of your art.
Jed seems to think the market has valued his art at $225,000, but it wasn't the market. It was one patron several years ago. Truth is, the real market's telling him just the opposite. If he can't sell his pieces, it means his prices are way too high.
You've got to move some art, not worrying about what happens to that first piece and your investor. How many more of these are you going to make that you don't sell?
None.
You're done.
I cannot afford to make more.
Okay. So what is your rent here?
60,000 a year.
60,000 a year.
Yes.
And how are you paying it?
My entire life savings, give or take just a few dollars left.
It ain't going to be open that much longer, is it?
3 to 6 months.
So you could sell this for $100,000 and pay all your rent for the rest of the year.
That is correct.
What is your current markup?
Between 4 and 5 times my cost. It's a healthy markup, but it's not out of the ordinary for the elite in the art world.
You don't get a 4 to 5 time markup until you become successful. The name of the game is to stay in business. I think you need to lower your prices.
And create demand.
You got to create demand.
They're either sitting here or you start leveraging them to your advantage.
Listen to Sophia. You've got to sell a couple of these pieces and make $50,000 on each one, and you've got to raise your profile. What I would like you to do is put something together in your gallery. Invite a bunch of people here. Invite some art critics. Invite a little press. Let's put Jed Mallets on the map.
I don't want to end up with a piece from a failed no-name artist. I want to end up with a piece from a big-name artist and brag that I found him before anyone else. So I need him to get his name out there, lower his prices, and bring in some damn money. All right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. It's such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Are you coming too?
No, I'm about to drop. That's
Go.
That liquid lipstick stuff seems to have real promise, but I need to know for sure. So I'm sending the Kismet ladies to my Golden Nugget in Biloxi.
Hi. Morning, ladies. Morning.
And we're going to see how their product stacks up against my top-selling national brand.
Hi, ladies. You want to try some lipstick today? Sure. All right, great. Well, we're Kismet Cosmetics, and we're here today competing with the leading brand that they sell here at the Golden Nugget. So we want you to try their lipstick and our liquid lipstick. Cast your vote. You either kiss our mirror or kiss the leading beauty brand mirror. So you're putting on our liquid lipstick, so it's going to go on like a gloss.
It's not like sticky.
No, not at all.
No.
The difference you're feeling and what you tried with us is that it goes on like a gloss and feel just kind of smooth on your lips and not sticky and cakey.
It feels good. Is it supposed to be a long wear?
Yes.
And very moisturizing. It is very moisturizing.
Oh, that's your color. You get that smooth application without the sticky feel. And if you take our red and you apply it, there's a much better coverage there. Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
Woohoo! Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
That was good.
So how is that feeling going on?
The Kismet brand went on better than the other brand.
I didn't have to use as much. I'm gonna go with the Kismet. The leading brand is like very sticky. I like the Kismet the best. Woohoo! Woo!
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
I mean, gosh almighty, you are doing really, really well here.
We have over 20 votes for Kismet and really only 2 for the leading beauty brand.
I got to figure this out myself. So what do you do here?
Yeah, do the hand. Use the hand mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, just put it on your lip directly.
Uh-huh. Which one is this?
This is the national brand.
This feels like I'm putting on something really rough. And now I'm trying this one?
This is the Kismet one.
How does that one feel?
I'm going to have to be honest, though.
Yeah.
Okay. There is no comparison. Yours is so smooth, and it felt like it stayed on better. This felt rough. It didn't even feel like it went on well. I guess I have to kiss it.
Yes, you do.
You know what you have that other people don't have that are small businesses? They don't have a good product. And you have a good product, so you better grab it while you can. What I think you ought to do is take this opportunity while you're here. Let's see you sell your product.
Hi, ladies. We're with Kismet Cosmetics. These are liquid lipsticks, so they go on like a gloss, but they set like a lipstick. How does it feel going on? Oh, that is so pretty on you. That looks like really good for a girls' weekend. You might need that the rest of your weekend. We're gonna go with the Hey Baby. Okay.
Hold on, here's. Oh my gosh. Here, count. So.
This is like our best-selling red. Looks good on everyone. It's very long-lasting. I put it on in the morning, and I'm good.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's not hard to see that Brittany's a natural. She's flattering my customers, answering their questions, making friends wherever she goes.
I feel like you need that color tonight.
But Caitlin, she's no salesperson. So how many did y'all sell?
9.
Who did most of the selling?
She's much better at sales than I am. I'm more of the background and love doing the development of the products and things like that.
But Brittany's only part-time. How do you expect this business to grow without anybody selling 100% of the time?
I don't know.
Could you afford to pay Brittany right now for 1 year?
I have to go back home and like sit down and take a look at numbers.
I don't see this company growing until you do something. I would be scared to do business with you at this point. Coming up.
The mock-ups that I have are for green glass.
I can't have a green bottle sitting here in the middle of my lobby. That ain't gonna happen. Could you afford to pay Brittany right now for 1 year?
I have to go back home and like sit down and take a look at numbers.
I don't see this company growing until you do something. I would be scared to do business with you at this point.
Yeah.
You got to make the commitment and say, I'm going to borrow the money so I can hire somebody like Brittany full time. I see such an opportunity for you to grasp. You have to decide, is this going to be a hobby or do you want to grow a business? Because I don't want to do business with somebody who just has a hobby.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what I really want to do.
I really don't think you know how to write a complete business plan. So what I'm going to have you do is meet with some people at the entrepreneurial school at the University of Houston.
Okay.
And let them work with you to write a real business plan.
Okay.
I want to do business with you. I love that you're inspired by your dad. He would be very proud that you developed this product and it's as good as it is. So let's take this to the next level.
Great. Sorry.
Okay?
Thank you.
Jed's going to be out of business in 6 months if he doesn't sell some pieces. And I want to buy from an artist who's up and coming, not an artist who's going down in flames.
Come on in, there's wine and beverage and all kinds of stuff.
So I told him to throw an event and get his name out there. And for my part, I want to ask some of his art world guests what they think of his pricing.
How you doing?
Good. That's great.
We've had a great turnout. Some new people.
A lot of people in the neighborhood.
Do we have any buyers? Yeah. We need some buyers.
I think we do now.
Okay, I'm curious. I'm going to go see what people have to say. Tell me what you do.
I'm a freelance writer, but for this article I wrote for Inside New Orleans, and we covered this because no one else is doing this art.
I mean, do you think it's worth $200,000? It needs to be a whole.
Yeah, but right now it is spectacular.
Do you think $150,000 for this is too much?
I think for sure.
This is just well done.
But is his art too expensive? Y'all are making me feel good, guys.
It's not if somebody will buy it.
Right, but you know what? Nobody bought it.
I think the verdict tonight's been pretty clear. Jed's parties are great, his sculptures are beautiful, and his prices are way too high.
What a great party tonight. Let me tell you, the Arts District of New Orleans should be very happy to have you down here.
Thank you.
Do you think tonight helped you raise your profile?
Yes. I reached out to many more people than I normally do.
But there were no buyers tonight.
Not tonight.
So what conclusion have you come to about the pricing of your art?
I would love to sell a piece or two so that I can move forward. My prices are high. However, a big part of the problem is that the potential buyers for works like these, there's not a lot of them down here.
So what next? What's your plan B about keeping it open? You got to move something, and you've already paid for these.
Right.
Try and get your money back, even at $50K, to help you keep going. I would do that in a heartbeat.
Listen to your wife. She is a smart woman.
If I sell this for that much, that's a death sentence forever.
You are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong.
Yes,
Okay?
I agree.
The market has spoken. You are going out of business if you don't move art. Who cares what you sell a piece for or the next piece? When it starts going out the door, the value automatically goes up because you're selling some then.
Remove the emotion from it. Remove what you think is value.
I just think that doing that is never going to be reversed.
You're so wrong.
I'm not saying not drop the prices, but I'm not saying make them ridiculous either.
You need a sale.
That's true.
You are screwed up, okay? You are screwed up.
Coming up,
We put together a full business plan.
We've got some big numbers here.
Right.
I'm very concerned that you're not going to hit these projections. You are wrong, you are wrong. You need a sale.
That's true.
Okay? You are screwed up, okay?
Yes. All these things have to be taken into consideration. I would love to sell a piece or two so that I can move forward and get my name out there.
your prices are simply too high, okay? And I need you to work on that because I want you to create the variation of your art to fit in a spectacular building that is going to be the nicest hotel in Houston. I think it would be great for your name. I would love something like this, but it's a commercial application, and of course it always gets down to economics.
I believe I could make something very unique for your site.
I will have my architects and designers call you, and let's see if we can't do business together.
I very much appreciate the opportunity.
Sophia, when he comes and sees me in Houston, he better tell me that he sold one of these pieces. So, Jed, you got you some art in orders now, all right?
Take care.
You heard him?
I heard him.
You gotta let someone go. Even for a cost.
I can't do it.
It's clear to me that Caitlin has a great product, but I want to make sure she has the other tools she needs to succeed.
Hey, Caitlin, how are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you doing?
So as chairman of the board, I'm connecting her with some associates of mine at the University of Houston.
This is our president, Dr. Couture.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Ken Jones, who's head of the entrepreneurial school here.
Nice to meet you.
This is the guy that's going to help you develop a business plan. You ready to get some work done?
I am. When I lost my father, it was like losing a mentor. So I was just looking forward to talking to someone who knows all about business.
Okay, so this sounds to me like a small office, home office type of an operation.
Yes. I mean, I would definitely want to grow it to be a national brand.
So where are your strengths? Are your strengths in selling or are your strengths in operations?
Operations.
So who's going to sell?
I'm going to have help.
Have you identified anybody?
Yeah, I have. I just need to find the funding for her.
What kind of funding do you think that's going to necessitate?
I mean, it's going to be having to open up a new market, maybe Houston or Dallas. I mean, I'd have to grow 100% to bring her on full time.
Why are you so hesitant to take the risk?
Well, she's a single mom, and I don't want to bring her on and then not be able to afford to pay her.
But don't you think that's a magnificent motivator?
Yes, no, it is.
Have you ever approached the bank about a line of credit yet?
Not yet.
So we're going to have to go to the bank.
Okay.
You're kind of at a crossroads. You got to decide whether or not you really want to be in this as a business or a hobby. If it's going to be a business, you're going to take that 4-letter word and embrace it, and that's called risk.
It was really great meeting with Ken. I'm still a little nervous about how I'm going to piece everything together because I do want to bring Brittany on full time, but bringing someone on means taking a huge risk with my company.
Got some real concerns about Jed's business skills, but when it comes to his talent, there's not a doubt in my mind. So I asked him to design a potential piece for my new Post Oak property, and today I get my first glimpse.
Well, you took your image, you put it down on a piece of plexi to see what it looks like. What do you think?
It's quite remarkable. Wow. So this is a full 3D demo where you can view it from a bunch of different angles and walk around to see it on the other side.
It's real important I see the color of the glass because I don't know what I'm really reading.
What you're seeing as far as the color?
Yeah.
This is regular green glass.
I don't think I want green glass. It's got to have a tint of a tan to it so it blends with the rest of the lobby. Is there any other color glass?
The two mock-ups that I have are for green glass.
There's no shot of me doing it if it's going to clash with everything else in here.
Green glass. It's the most common variety of glass.
I can't have a green bottle sitting here in the middle of my lobby. That ain't going to happen.
Coming up, you can't even go create anything new because you don't have the liquidity to do it.
That's true.
Where's your heart and wanting to create? Does your small business deserve an opportunity of a lifetime? Apply now for $1 Billion Buyer. Visit BillionDollarBuyerCasting.com.
I can't have a green bottle sitting here in the middle of my lobby. That ain't going to happen.
They do sell tinted glass where it's actually mixed into the glass.
We just got to figure it out, okay? Have you ever done anything like this before?
Not built into the wall, but all variables can be overcome. I've already made 5 sculptures successfully. I'm going to deliver it with my own team. So straight from the crate, right into the wall.
All right, Jed, this was great today after seeing the tree itself. And to have this sitting in here would be unbelievable. It still gets down to it's a commercial project and what the price is. It's still got to make sense for me. It can't just make sense for you.
Understood.
All right?
I can make it work.
I'll see you in the boardroom.
I look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For several weeks now, I've been working with 2 entrepreneurs looking to earn my business. And today's the day Jed and Caitlin finally make their bids. One order from me, and it won't be long before their small businesses get big.
Well, hello.
Hi.
So the last time I saw you, I felt like you had a very good product.
Mm-hmm.
What concerned me the most is that you really did not know where your business was going to.
Right.
So I put you in touch with the entrepreneurial school. How did that go?
So we kind of focused on a plan and figured out numbers to see really how viable the business would be. And so I have hired Brittany as the head of sales and marketing.
Well, I am impressed.
I can continue the business operations, the product development, what I love doing. And then she can take that and go out and sell it.
That shows me a lot.
Yeah, and I was also able to get a $25,000 line of credit to use it to pay for her salary
That is really exciting. I'm happy for both of you guys.
I just feel like these products are really good, and if you really believe in something, it's easy to sell it.
Brittany, I know salesmen, and you're a salesman. Y'all make a great team. Regardless if we're able to make a deal or not, to be able to watch your company and see what it does, it'll be interesting. So show me your business plan.
So here we put together full business plan, and then on the right is some of the financial numbers for the next 5 years. This is saying we can grow 2 markets a year, and markets being major cities like Houston or Dallas. We think we could get 15 stores to do a minimum of 250 wholesale each month.
So last year you did $55,000 in revenue, right? So this year one shows you are going to do approximately $100,000. So you're basically trying to double it this year.
Yes.
I'm very concerned that you're not going to hit these projections in year one.
I mean, I'm optimistic, and I think with Brittany on board, we're definitely be able to hit these numbers.
Well, you're going to have to pay for yourself real quick.
Right.
Because we've got some big numbers here.
Right.
I hope you can hit them. But I think with Brittany, maybe you'll get there.
Yeah, I think so too.
So give me a bid.
Okay, so what we're looking at is a bid for $30,000, and that would be 5 boutique locations across your casino and resorts. And you're thinking $500 per month per location.
Caitlin's proposing I carry her lipstick in 5 of my retail stores, with each buying $500 worth of product a month, or $6,000 a year. That's a total of $30,000, more than half of her total revenue last year.
My biggest concern was that you treated this like a hobby. I think you changed since I've met you.
I think I have too.
I really
agree. I think this experience has been, whether or not we can come to a deal, it's changed the scope of the brand and the business, and I've seen the light.
I think you've done a great job. I think you're doing a lot right. I just don't know if I'm there. Because I do have a really big problem with your bid. I just don't like that you only want to put it in 5 locations. I think if we put it in 11 locations, I think we can do $55,000 in a year.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think so too. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You changed my life too.
Yeah.
Your dad will be very proud.
Oh, thank you. I can't believe we struck a deal. I was not expecting that at all.
No.
I learned so much from the experience, and I was just grateful for that. And anything extra was lagniappe. And this is amazing.
Yeah, I'm really excited if we can breathe.
Yes, we can do this.
Deep breath. This has been a long process.
Today, Caitlin showed me that she's ready to do real business, so I'm excited to do business with her. I'm going to carry her lipstick in 11 of my retail stores, and while I'm going to be a bit more conservative than she suggested and have each store buy $5,000 worth of product instead of 6, she's still looking at a total order of $55,000 in year 1, which is as much as she did all last year. She deserves it, because she's doing what's necessary to grow her business. I just hope Jed is too.
Tillman,
How have you been? Good to see you. How are you?
You're great, thank you.
It was great to see you at my property, the Posto. I loved what we came up with.
I actually slightly modified what you saw earlier because I wanted to show you what it would look like with bronze-colored glass.
I do like the bronze glass.
Okay.
So, Jed, when I met with you guys in New Orleans, one of the things I wanted you to do was to raise your profile. Are you selling pieces?
I believe that we're getting close to selling pieces. I realized...
You haven't sold a piece?
That is correct.
You know what makes me think that you're not even a real artist? You can't even go create anything new because you don't have the liquidity to do it.
That's true at this point.
Where's the heart of being an artist? Where's your heart and wanting to create?
Oh, believe me, I want so badly.
No, you don't. Because if you wanted to create, you'd sell some art. Craving more $1 billion buyer? Visit billiondollarbuyer.cnbc.com. Where's your heart and wanting to create?
Oh, believe me, I want so badly.
No, you don't. Because if you wanted to create, you'd sell some art. I'm just struggling.
Within a couple weeks of your visit, I visited with 4 local gallerists and curators. The feedback that I got consistently across the board was that my prices are not too high.
Please don't listen to your consultants, okay? Listen to your wife. If you're not in business, you're not going to be selling any art. You've got to stay in business.
It's true.
Let's talk about what you've designed for the Post Oak right now. Did you bring me a bid?
I did.
So I hope this price fits a commercial application and not a commissioned piece of art. So let's see where we're going here.
$205,000.
How much?
$205,000.
Dollars
Yes,
for a decorative element in a wall.
that is correct.
Jed, I am a developer. I have to be logical. I want you to make a profit, but I can tell you this, I'm not paying $200,000.
Where are you?
I cannot pay more than $100,000 for it. But I think one day this piece is going to be worth something. But it's just a design element to me today.
That might well be the case. The issue for me is once you make a catastrophic markdown in the art world, you will never recover from it. So I won't be able to meet that price.
You know what? You're very talented, and I wish you the best of luck. But sometimes you just can't make a deal. I thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Would you consider asking him to buy for the 100,000?
No, I think it's over.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm just asking you.
Because he's gone.
It's not over. We could ask him to come back. We're still here. The only thing you can bank on is that you're going out of business in 6 months. Do it. I'll tell him we'll do it.
No, don't. It's over.
Okay. I'm devastated because I know what this could have done for his business. It leaves a very uncertain future because I don't know what Jed would do if in 6 months he has to close the business.
Jed's a talented artist, but I told him again and again that the only way to make a sale was to lower his prices. So asking me to pay $205,000 just shattered my hopes for a deal. If he wants to be a success, he better start listening to his wife.